Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at noon.
Breaking news this noon out of the Northern Valley. Another bomb threat has cleared out a Grand Forks school. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Christine Stanwood. Red River High School has been evacuated and police are checking for explosives after an automated call around 10 this morning. The same thing happened to at least 4 other schools around the United States today, including an elementary school in Bismarck. Now, this is the second such threat this week. Century Elementary was among a handful of U.S. schools that got a similar call Monday, but no bombs were found. And new information this noon on a sweep of the Cass County Jail that had dozens of officers looking for contraband. About 100 officers and a canine unit were involved in the search. Sheriff's officials tell Valley News Live that they found 2 makeshift knives or shanks during last night's search. A report will be forwarded to the state's attorney's office for possible weapons charges. And some parts of the valley are in line for a bit of rough weather later today. So let's check in with meteorologist Robert Hahn. Robert?
Actually, parts of the valley seeing some rough weather as we speak, and we'll continue to see the chance for some showers and storms off and on as we head through the rest of the day. Right now, the strongest of those storms up in the Northern Valley. They continue to push off toward the north. We've seen several hail reports as these made their way through the Southern Valley. Sabin, the largest hail report we've seen, around some penny-sized hail. Off toward the north, there are the storms that continue to lift off toward the north and northwest, and some stronger storms, particularly over towards the Grafton area, east just north of Newfold and south of Hallock. Some stronger storms there. Could see some pea-sized to perhaps dime-sized hail with those storms. Also, some stronger storms just to the northwest of Grand Forks. Those continue to lift off towards the northwest. Later on today, we're going to start to see some clearing in southeastern North Dakota. Could see some more severe weather popping on up in that region. We'll have more on that, as well as a look at the holiday weekend forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Robert. Also new at noon, 3 people are facing criminal charges for allegedly breaking into a McLeod, North Dakota museum around the same time as the annual Cowboy Up Ride Against Cancer event in 2015. Casey Flannery, David Gruba, and Tony Bernard are charged with burglary and criminal trespassing. The damage from the break-in forced the cancellation of a pancake breakfast benefit. Now, it's not clear yet if the group also broke into the Bethany Lutheran Church in McLeod, where there was also extensive damage. North Dakota officers will be out on the streets in big numbers this weekend, watching for impaired drivers. The North Dakota Highway Patrol is conducting alcohol saturation patrols Friday and Saturday in Cass, Barnes, and Stutsman counties. In 2016, about half of all North Dakota traffic fatalities were alcohol related. North Dakota is testing its Amber Alert system later this afternoon. Every part of the system is being tested, so you might see text messages on roadside billboards, websites, or lottery terminal sites. It's happening from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock this afternoon. Former Texas Senator Wendy Davis is in the Valley today campaigning for Hillary Clinton. She's speaking at a private home in Grand Forks at 1:30 and at the Hotel Donaldson in downtown Fargo at 4 o'clock. Davis is talking about Clinton's efforts to break down barriers for families. You might remember Davis's 11-hour filibuster in 2013 to block a Senate bill which included more restrictive abortion regulations for Texas. Some worried parents say a Twitter account following teenage girls from West Fargo should concern other families too. One dad called 911 saying the person was stalking his daughter. Detectives say they couldn't find the person behind the account and aren't investigating any further at the moment, but a number of people followed by the account say you can't be too careful.
I went on his following and I saw that there's like adult, I guess, pages with porn, naked women on it, and then a bunch of girls from around here between the ages of like 14 and 18. It just wasn't right.
Experts say if someone strange follows you, you should block them right away and be sure to double check your phone settings, especially your location settings, so people can't track where you are. The head of Fargo Public Schools is worried about the numbers from the latest youth risk behavior survey, but he thinks they could be even worse now given the recent trend of heroin and fentanyl use. Superintendent Jeff Schatz is reacting to the 2015 survey of kids in Fargo. The report said almost 17% of Fargo High School students say they had tried prescription drugs not prescribed to them, and 2% of 7th and 8th graders in Fargo also admitted to using. We have the full results from the Fargo School District on valleynewslive.com. Be sure to click on this story. Minnesota's Attorney General today filed a lawsuit against a Michigan company for sending what she says were deceptive practices in its campaign to solicit donations for a veterans charity. The lawsuit was filed against Associated Community Services. The company solicits donations for Foundation for American Veterans. The big switch for West Fargo Water starts next month, and people who want their questions answered have their chance tonight. The city is holding a public meeting about their transition. There's an open house at West Fargo City Hall starting at 5:30 with a formal presentation at 6. West Fargo city officials voted last year to start buying water from Fargo instead of building a new water treatment plant. Just what we did not want to hear about: invasive species in local waterways. That means more zebra mussels have turned up in the Red River. They were discovered at the Moorhead Red River intake and pumping station. It comes a year after an adult zebra mussel was found on an intake screen at the Fargo Red River intake. Carrington, North Dakota is getting a new elementary school and updates to some existing buildings. Voters approved the plan yesterday. The unofficial results show 64% voted in favor of the projects. Construction on the new school is expected to start in the spring of 2017. Genetics can play a part in developing osteoporosis, but there are some lifestyle things you can do to slow down the onset of weak and thinning bones. Ahead at noon, a Sanford specialist talks about who's most at risk. But next year at noon, we have weather to plan your day.